who do you think is the best sports debater of all time? You have all these amazing. You went in detail to the history of the columnists and sports talk radio, and Francesa and Mad Dog are revolutionary in their own right. But who do you think is the best right now when it comes to captivating an audience, getting them to listen to either negative or positive reviews, and I just overall eyeballs? Who is the best in your opinion?
Well, look, there's different criteria for that, and there's different preferences some people have, right? Like some people like rants and over the top stuff. Some people like humor or analytical, whatever the case may be. Like I'll give credit to, I always, even from working with him back in the day, Max was very, I know he got the give me Iguodala and some of that stuff is blown up, but his approach was much more, I thought, intelligent and thoughtful at times. But you can't hate on some of the people who have done what they've done. Like Stephen A is a giant. Stephen A is the biggest star probably in the history of ESPN, maybe in the history of the sports media business. You have to give him credit for that. He's dynamic on camera, right? Like I almost think he's more akin to like a pro wrestling character than an analyst at times. But hat tip, you can't front on Stephen A. So I would say absolutely probably Stephen A and Colin Cowherd. I
was about to say Colin too. I was about I love Baker Mayfield. I'm an Oklahoma Sooner fan, so it's hard listening to Colin because all he does is rag on Baker, and it's like a narrative thing. Like, all right, so he's gonna rag on Baker, and a ton of people will react to it. But like guys like Skip Bayless, I just cannot. I can't listen to him. I can't read his tweets because I think he's moved from the First Take era where he was debating Stephen A, and that was good TV. But now I think he's doing more of a troll job where he's just trolling LeBron on everything he does. If he doesn't score 25, but he scores 24, he's going to say something. That's what I don't like.
Well, the guy's gotten paid millions of dollars to do that, right? Like there's almost
$10 million a year.
A perverse art form to what he does, like to figure out a way to. But yeah, he's a carnival barker. It's not to be taken seriously. I don't take it seriously. It's one of the reasons I probably didn't even think to mention him, right? Cowherd has had his moments like that, and I'm sure he's been made fun of. But to do, and I know this from doing it, to do radio, and now radio is TV, and the same thing for him. Every single day, for hours at a time, and be able to command an audience for that long is worthy of lauding and complimenting. And when he's at his best, I think he can give you that mix of being thoughtful and entertaining at the same time. Everybody, all of us, I've been guilty of it too. Not to compare myself to these guys, because these guys have done more than and are bigger than I am in my career. But from having personal experience in it, there's some you wish you could have back, right? Or sometimes you get caught up in the moment. But what's in crafting a take, the challenge today is twofold. One, there's just so many out there, so it's hard to cut through. And then secondly, all right, how do you do something that's going to engage people, that's going to catch through, that's going to grab them, but isn't going to sell yourself out? And that's the tightrope that you have to balance sometimes.